Hello, everybody, and welcome to tonight's Hangout. This is the ZUKUL Wednesday night live training, so welcome. As you can see, or you may not be able to see, at the moment I'm flying solo. Unfortunately, Bart's away at the moment, but obviously Jeremy is getting ready to go away. He's a very lucky fellow. He's going to be going over to Italy at the weekend, so he's just getting some bits and pieces together ready for that. So you're stuck with me for the next 30 minutes or so. So with all that, I'm going to try and crack on. We've been doing a series, just to give you, those of you who are new and obviously watching this Hangout for the first time, we've been doing a series of videos talking about a particular business model. Now, the business models are around about affiliate marketing. Now, we've talked about the basics of affiliate marketing a few weeks ago, and then we've sort of zoomed in on a particular business model, which is what we call review affiliate marketing. And in essence, what that means is that you find a product that you like the look of, you find some value in it, and then you talk about that product in positive ways. Obviously, you're going to be balancing up the pros and the cons. You need to be doing this in a in a very ethical and constructive way. But if you feel that this is a really good product and people will get some benefit from it, then clearly, why wouldn't you talk about it? And then obviously, as you go through that process of talking about the product, you'll obviously put a few links in there, and people will then obviously buy that product by using your link. So that's the essence of what we're talking about. But what we've done is we've taken that to a next stage, and I introduced a concept to you a couple of Hangouts ago. If you need to backtrack, then obviously go to the ZUKUL blog, go to the Make Money tab across the top, and you'll see a drop-down box, and you'll see obviously part 1, part 2, part 3, and you'll see the detailed training on there waiting for you. Okay, so I'm not going to go through that too much tonight, because obviously people will be watching this and obviously have been through all that already. What we're going to do is start to try and tie up all those loose ends. Because on Friday's Hangout, we start with a new topic, and obviously I'll tell you what that is towards the end of tonight's Hangout. So I'm going to go and busy myself and stand up. So if you can just talk amongst yourselves for a moment, as long as I don't trip over my wires and disconnect ourselves. Okay, now I have nobody telling me whether they can see, so I'm going to assume that everybody can see at least the top of my flip chart. And obviously I'm just going to have a quick slurp of wine. Now, don't worry, it is very late in the evening here. So if you're watching this in Australia or somewhere like that, it's not early in the morning, so I haven't got a drink problem. Okay, so I'm just going to very quickly run through. This all looks a bit complicated. Please do not worry. Don't try and squint at the screen and panic about writing any of this down, because again, as usual, what will happen is that I will obviously put all this into some bullet point format, and I'll attach it to the blog, obviously with this video as well. So you'll be able to see everything there for yourself. All I'm just going to do is just quickly put a little bit of meat onto the bones that we might have here. So we're doing what we're calling the review affiliate marketing business model. Now, as I said to you before, in its rawest form, it's a series of, say, 5 or 6 articles, 5 or 6 blog posts, 5 or 6 Facebook posts, whatever it might be, talking about a particular product and putting a link on it. And it works, but it's a little bit crude, if you like. What we're going to do is take it to the next stage, and we're going to do proper reviews of products. And it's going to be done on a basis where you're actually going to get involved with the owners at some level. Now, clearly, if you are a total beginner, you're going to be superficially involved with the owner of the product. But over time, as you start to build up a portfolio of these and start to build up some credibility, then your level of involvement with those owners will grow and grow and grow. And this has 2 massive benefits to you. The first bit is that you will actually start to build up a network of potential JV partners, joint venture partners, for future events when you start to have your own products, okay? So that's really important. The second benefit is, because you're going to be having interaction with high quality product owners, you are going to learn an awful lot of information just by having these 20-minute conversations with people, because you'll perhaps do a 20-minute interview, but there'll be 5 minutes either side of that where you'll have a little bit of chit chat and get to know each other. So you're going to have half an hour pure one-on-one time with product owners and developers, and these are major players on the industry. So I cannot stress enough that this is the right way for anybody, but certainly people who are beginning. It's a right way to go to start to build the really strong foundations of their business. Okay, so that said, this is where we're at. Now, we talked about Muncheye. That's muncheye.com. You don't know what it is, don't worry. Watch Wednesdays. Where are we now? Wednesdays, Mondays. Watch last Friday's Hangout. And we went into Muncheye in some detail. Now, when we went through there, we found our best offers. Okay. Then once we've done that, we then applied to become an affiliate. And then once we've been accepted as an affiliate, we then asked a number of questions. We asked for a copy of the sales page. Now, sometimes we don't have a sales page ready, so you ask for a copy of the sales page. You also ask for a review copy of the product. Now, if it's a sensible owner, if it's an organised launch, then they will have review copies available, okay? And that is crucial if you're going to be involved in this type of marketing. It's not a make or break, but if you can get a review copy ahead of time, then that is really, really critical, okay? It gives you more than a toe in the door. It gives you a great big foot in the door, okay? So don't be afraid of asking for a review copy. And then, of course, the third thing that you need to ask is for an interview. And that could be either a written interview where you just send them some questions, or ideally, you want it to be a recorded video interview. And you can record it via Skype using a software called Pamela. And that's obviously, as the lady's name is, Pamela.com. And it's a free bit of software that you can download. It connects with Skype. It's like a plugin, and that will record your conversations, whether that be audio or obviously visual as well. Or alternatively, you could do a Hangout, just do a Hangout like we are now, and you could record that as well. And then obviously, as you start to get more experience, there's other bits of software that you can buy that will make that happen, make your videos look really, really good. But there isn't a need for that at the moment, okay? Just simple Google Plus, Google Hangout or Skype will absolutely do you fine for the next couple of years, trust me. Okay, so again, when you start off, you will not get many of these people saying, yes, I'll do an interview with you, because they don't know you, you've got no track record, you have no credibility, and they only want to be spending time with people who have all of those things. They're very, very busy people, okay? So don't think badly of them. Just give them an alternative and say, well, can I give you these 5 or 6 questions about your product, and can you answer them to me? Send them to me when you get moments. And I'm just going to quickly go through what those questions might be in a moment. All right. So that's where we left it on Friday. Now, the strategy is that you're going to do what we call a pre-sell presentation. Now, a pre-sell presentation. So, for example, there is a launch on, where are we now? Wednesday. There's a launch on Friday. Okay. So there's a launch on Friday. You would plan to do a pre-sell video Wednesday, so 3 days out, as it were. So that pre-sell video, that pre-sell information is going to be sent to your list. It's going to go onto your blog, onto your Facebook, onto your Google Plus, on whatever it might be. Send it through Social Sniper, send it through Ninja, whatever you want to do with it, you send it out on Wednesday. And what that does is alerts everybody to the fact that there's a launch that you're involved in, or there's a launch that's of a product that you think's really good, and that will drive traffic, because there's nothing to buy. It's just a like a preview. So it's very safe for them to look at your blog, watch your video, have a look at the information that you've got. Now, in that pre-sell video, okay, now you can do what we call a screen share video. So you can get screen share software, and there's plenty of it around that's free. I think there is, now I apologise if I get this wrong, if you go to Camtasia, now they do a free trial, And also, if you Google, I think it's Jingo or Jing.com, and again, it's part of the Camtasia company. They have Snagit, they have this free version, which I'm sure is called Jing, and then obviously they have, what was the other one? Camtasia. But there will be other free versions out there where you can record, you know, to say 5, 10, 15 minutes worth of free screen share video, okay? And once you do that, you know, it's not a problem. So you can screen share your, perhaps you've got a review copy of the sales page, perhaps you've got a review copy of the actual product. So you can easily do that. Alternatively, as I've already said, is just do a Google Plus, Google Hangout, and again just talk it through to the people, and then also you've got screen share on there as well. And when you do a Google, you've got up to 8 hours. Okay, so when you do a Hangout, you've got 8 hours that you can talk about. I'm not suggesting that you do that. I'm suggesting you keep it to about 2 or 3 minutes the pre-sale. But there are lots and lots of free options. There should not be anything that's holding you back. And I know I'm labouring that point, but I don't want you to think, oh, I can't do this because I've got to have X, Y, and Z. You don't. All you need is a connection to the internet. You've got Google Plus, you've got Skype, all free. You'll get a preview of the sales page. You'll get that anyway. You may or may not get a preview of the actual product, but you will also have some questions that you've obviously sent to the owner, or you'll have been able to glean from the information that's in the JV pack. So there's lots and lots of information that you can actually put into a pre-sale presentation. So what does the pre-sale presentation consist of? Really straightforward. Short, the shorter, the better, okay? Right? It's a pre-sale. You're going to show the sales page, all right? So you're 3 days out. If they haven't got a sales page now, it's not a product that you want to get involved in, okay? End of. So they will have a sales page ready, so show that and talk them through it. You know, you don't have to go through it line by line, but certainly the headline, what is the headline? What does it actually say? What's the product selling, okay? And does it actually talk about what the product does, okay? Also mention strongly the date and the time of the launch. Okay, so the launch is on Friday. So this is XYZ product. Headline is, you know, it's going to make your tea in bed without you having to get out of bed. Okay, that's the product. It launches on Friday at 12 noon Eastern time. Okay, that's you know, really straightforward. Another thing that's really important is try and find out if there is an early bird discount. Now, very often with product launches, you'll have a product that may be, let's say, $17, okay? But actually, they may have it for the first 3 hours before the launch. So if it launches at 12 noon, then from 9 o'clock in the morning till 12 noon, for those 3 hours, they may have an early bird where it's only $7, okay? Now, clearly, you want to be telling your people that, because if they're going to be wanting to buy it anyway, why would you not tell them to get it for $7 instead of 17? Now, that might mean that you're going to get a commission of $7 rather than a commission of $17, but try and think of this in the long term, okay? So if they're really happy with the information that you've given them, they're really happy with the product that they've got, they are going to come back to you, okay? They're going to become part of your list. So why wouldn't you do it? All right. So if there's an early bird discount, make sure that you make them aware of it. Also, make sure, we talked about this on Friday, is have your bonuses in place. So if I have got an XYZ tea making facility, oh dear, why do I do this? So I've got a program that's that makes tea for me in the morning, okay, without me having to get out of bed, right? So I would want to have a series of bonuses which are in association with that. I don't know what they might be. It might be a bonus which is, you know, free tea bags for a year. It might be a bonus that is as much sugar as I can handle, full fat cream instead of semi-skim cream. I don't know. Whatever the bonuses are, they would have to be wrapped around the theme of tea, as opposed to wrapped around the theme of going swimming, okay? Because they wouldn't have anything to do with the idea of buying a product. The principal product is about having a cup of tea. And I do apologise if I've gone off a complete tangent there, but essentially, hopefully you've understood that if you're going to offer a bonus, it has to be connected to the major product, all right? Now, you need to mention the bonuses, how many you've got, what they are, and how they can get hold of them. Because, and this is where you need to be thinking this through, is that they will click a link, all right, they will click the link that's on your page, they will go to, let's say, JVZoo, they will buy the product, they will get the product, they will not at that stage get your bonuses, okay? So they have to contact you in an email with the code of their JVZoo transaction. And then once you accept that, you can then send them their bonuses, or you can send them a link to their bonuses, whatever it might be, okay? So it's not, it is really straightforward to set up, and it's something that we'll talk about if there's a need for me to talk about this perhaps next week. But it's a really straightforward setup. Now, why do we do bonuses? Straightforward, really. Okay, you've got two people who are promoting the same product, all right? One person is doing bonuses, the other person isn't. Okay, you might be tempted to go with the person who is doing the bonuses, okay? Because you're going to get, obviously, the bonuses. Everybody likes free stuff. So if you know that you're going to get, I don't know, $100 worth of free bonuses, then fine, you're going to spend that $17 with that person. Okay, so you're in competition, therefore you need to have a better offer than the competition. All right. The next one is that the next thing you need to talk about is you need to warn when you're going to do a review of this product. Okay, now bear in mind that at the moment you're just doing a pre-sell, you're not reviewing the actual product. All right. The reason behind that is because they may not release the review product until 24 hours beforehand, 36 hours, 48 hours before the actual launch. If you're lucky, you may get it earlier, but chances are it'll be really quite close to the wire when you get a review copy. Simply because they don't want any hiccups, okay? They want to make sure that everybody gets the review copy at the same time. So you're going to do a review in 24 hours. So you're going to tell them, okay, this is giving you a heads up. You're not going to call it, obviously, the pre-sale video. You're going to say this is the heads up video, or this is the notification video. I don't know, whatever term that you sit with. You're going to go through those bits, and then you're going to say, and tomorrow at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning, keep an eye on your inbox because I'm going to be sending you a full disclosure review, back office access. I'm going to show you how the product works. I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. And I'm also going to go through the interview notes, or I'm going to go through the interview that I had with Jeff, the owner. All right. So you're giving it a really big push. You're giving a big push on the product, big push on your bonuses, big push on the review video. All right. Why are we doing that? We're doing that because you're going to put this video on your blog. You're going to put it on your YouTube channel. You are going to be sending traffic to it via YouTube, via Social Sniper, via the Ninja, via your list. You're going to be sending traffic to that notification, to your blog, okay? And because of that, people will also start to do searches, and they will start to search for certain terms. And those search terms will be something along the lines of XYZ product plus bonus, XYZ product plus review, okay? People will search for reviews, for bonuses, that type of thing. What I would not ask you to do, and make sure that you please do not do it, do not do XYZ product scam. Do not do things like don't buy XYZ products until you've seen my video or anything like that. That's seen as being negative promotion, all right? And that is not something that's going to make you popular with the people that you're trying to create I suppose, a joint venture with. You're trying to create a relationship with. They will obviously not like that type of promotion. So please don't go down that route, all right? Leave that for other people. So finally, keep it short and sharp, right? That whole thing, you could probably go through the whole thing I would say in about 2 minutes. It's not going to take a great deal of information. You're going to have a basic template already made up, okay? The same template that you're going to go through every single time you do one of these reviews. You're going to tell them what the name of the product is. You're going to tell them when it launches. You're going to tell them about any early bird notification. You're going to tell them about your bonuses and how good they are. And you're going to tell them how they can get those bonuses. You're going to tell them that you're going to do a review video, full disclosure, back office, interview notes with the owner, all sorts of goodies and things like that, when you're going to be releasing that. And then finally making sure that you're telling everybody, okay, that if they're watching this through YouTube or through Facebook or whatever, is that they need to opt into your list in order for them to be the first in the queue to get all of these notifications, okay? Remind people to do things, okay? If you tell them to do something, they will obviously do it, all right? If you don't tell them, they won't do it, all right? So tell them at the end of everything, opt into my list and you'll be the first in the queue to get these notifications, all right? So that's the pre-sell. Just bear with me a minute. I'm just gonna have a quick slurp. Oh, cheers. Okay, so 24 hours has gone by. We're now doing the review. Let me just see if I can. What I'll do is I'll try and suck in my belly so you can actually see this. Okay, right. So we're going to do the review video. Now, the review video is again a similar template that what you've already done through with the pre-sell. There's a little bit more meat on the bones. Okay, so first of all, you're going to refer them, okay, initially to the fact that you did a pre-sell or whatever you call it, a heads up video 24 hours ago. Okay, so thank you very much for for coming and joining me today. As you'll be aware, I did a heads up video 24 hours ago. I always do these to give you a heads up if there's a new exciting product coming in. If you want to be aware of when I do the next heads up heads up video or notification, join my email list. Okay, again, reminding people to join your list all the time. So that's your first thing. Okay, then go into the product in a little bit more detail. You'll probably already got a sales page. You might have the product itself, but just go through the sales page in a little bit more detail. Put a little bit more meat on the bones about what the product is, what it does, and how it will benefit people. Okay. Again, confirm to them what the early bird offer is and when it is happening. So you're going to say $10 if you come to my blog on at 9 o'clock. Or answer my email at 8:05 or whatever it might be, you'll have early bird notification and it will be $10 off for the first 3 hours, but be quick because it will go or whatever. So let them know what the early bird offer is and when it's going to happen. Also confirm your bonuses. All right, you've already talked about your bonuses and how great they are. You're going to confirm your bonuses as well. You're also going to confirm how they have to get hold of them. So get my bonuses. As soon as you've completed your transaction, then you just need to email me. This is my email number, email address rather. Email me with your transaction number and I'll send the link out, send the products out, send the bonus out, whatever the arrangement might be. Okay, so make sure that you've got your bonus offers, and you talk about them and how you're going to, how they're going to get hold of them. You're then going to obviously show them the sales page in a little bit more detail. And then, this is the exciting bit, if you do happen to have either screenshots, video, or even access of the actual product, okay, then take them through that. People like to see what they're going to get. So don't be afraid of doing that. So, open it up, show them how the product works. If it's, whatever the tool does, just show them in basic terms how it works and what sort of information it's got on there. If it's training, show them the videos, the audios, the ebooks, the tests, I don't know, whatever it might be, Just show people what they're getting for the money. You do not have to go through it line by line, okay? It's a matter of giving them an overview and a feel for it. Because let's face it, there's only so much time you guys have got in order to do this review. So it needs to be, you know, very much top level, all right? And then this is a really important section. Go through the pros and the cons of the product. There will be some products out there which just are not suitable for the market that they're being aimed at, or they may be, you know, it might be something that is promoting offline marketing, and you might have anybody that you know of who's dealing with offline marketing. It's a very niche market. So again, you know, you can say it's really great because it's got this in place, it's got that in place, it's got the other thing in place. That's really great. However, this is really focused on the offline marketing. So if you're on offline marketing, if that's your thing, then this is the product for you. If you're not, then I would caution you. You know, you're going to get some value out of it, but it really is focused on the offline market. Okay, so that is a balanced review. You're telling them what he's really, really good at. You're also telling them, you know, that it's actually aimed at a particular market that might not suit them. They are all adults. They will make their own decision. Okay, all you can do is make sure that you're being truthful and honest. Now, Kate, you may think, well, if I do that, you know, I could lose the $37, you know, commission. Yes, you could. Okay, but imagine if that person had spent $37 and then opened it up and thought, oh, well, this is about offline marketing. I don't know anything about offline marketing. He didn't mention the fact it was offline marketing. It's really clear that it is about offline marketing. Why would he do that? Guess what they're going to do? They're going to ask for a refund. So you're going to lose your $37 already. So you're not going to get that anyway. And you'll lose a customer. You lose a potential customer. So it really is not worth it. Excuse me. Okay, so we have pros and cons that we've done. Remind everybody to get on your email list at every point. Okay, as much as you can, remind them to go onto your list. And then finally, summarize everything. Okay, there is a three, whenever you're doing presentations, there's three rules. The first rule is you tell everybody what it is that you're going to tell them. All right. So as you imagine, when we did this hangout, I told you what the topic was and what we were going to do. The second thing is you tell them what you said you were going to tell them. Okay. So I'm now telling you exactly what I said I was going to tell you. And then the third rule is, yes, you can work this one out yourself, is you tell them what you've already told them that you said that you were going to tell them. In other words, you are summarizing, you are going right through everything again. All right. So make sure that once you've done the pre-sale video and you've done the review video, is that you make sure that you do a very, very quick summary about everything that you've been through. After all of that, okay, you then obviously at every single touch point is you're telling the world, because the whole point is that you are driving traffic to your blog posts, and you want to drive traffic to your blog every single time. Okay, that's your website, that's your hub. You want people regularly coming to your blog, you want people regularly opting into your list. That is the whole reason that you're doing anything online, is to get people to constantly come to your blog. All right, so make sure you're using the social media, the video media, the email, whatever it is, you know, whether you do free advertising, whether you do Craigslist, back pages, whatever you might do, solo ads, just make sure that you're constantly doing it. Okay, so that's in essence the pre-sale and the review video. Now the launch, you don't actually have to do anything about it. All you're doing from the launch point of view is sending out an email. You don't have to do a video about the launch or anything like that. You don't have to do any updates about it, because once you've done the review video, all you have to do is make sure that you've got your email set up, your messages set up in Ninja, your messages set up in Social Sniper, and that's it. You know, you can go to bed. And then the following day, you're going to get yourself ready to do another pre-sale video and get yourself ready to do another review video. Okay, so that's all you're doing. That's the job, if you like, of what you're doing. Now, there will come to be a point when one of these product owners will say, yeah, I'll actually do an interview with you. Now, that will be a very, very scary point, because you will, for a period of time, had a lot of people say, no, sorry, I'm too busy, or whatever. But then there will be a point when someone says, yes, actually, I'd love to do a video with you. I'd love to do an interview. And you'll go, crumbs, what do I now do? So it's really straightforward. Now, it's really straightforward if you've seen them done, or you've done a few of them. If you've never done anything like this before, it is very, very scary. And trust me, I know. People who've been with me for a while will know that I did a series of interviews and things like that when I started out. Oh, it might be 2 years ago now, it might be a bit more than that. And they were awful, absolutely awful. But the people that I was interviewing, they were really good, because it's not their first interview. They've done lots of them. So long as you send them the questions in advance, which is the usual thing to do, then they will have their answers ready. Okay, they will know roughly what you're going to ask. They'll know roughly how to answer those questions. So they will give you really good answers, even if your questions are rubbish. Okay, so they are professional. They are just good at doing interviews. All right, so they will get you through it. But to just give you an idea, if you're going to be doing about a 20-minute interview, and that's plenty, 15, 20 minutes will go just like that. I mean, for heaven's sake, I've been prattling on now for 35 minutes. So you can see that, time will go really, really quickly. So the first thing is, just ask them a little bit about their background. What business are they in? What niche are they in? How did they start? How long have they been doing it? What is their level of success? Okay, so you've got about 4 or 5 questions within that big question, and that will eat up about 5 minutes, really, really quite easily, because as they talk about those things, then other things will pop into your head that you might want to ask a subsequent question about. Okay, but remember, the whole point of the interview is about the product, not about the individual. But what you want to do is try and create a little bit of context for who this person is, and also you want to obviously find out who this person is and whether this is somebody that you want to try and build a relationship in longer term. So, ask for their background. All right. The next one is ask for their explanation of their product. So, tell me a little bit about this product then. Can you give me the headlines of how this product works? How will this product help affiliate marketers? How will this product help, attraction marketing? How will this product help offline marketers? Okay, so the same question can be asked in slightly different ways. Okay, so ask them about their product in their own words. Ideally, depending on what the product is, ask them if they'll do a demo of the product. And again, this is a really good one if they don't send you a review copy, which is fine. Okay, it's not a problem. You're doing this amazing training package. They've not sent it to you, but would you mind just demonstrating, what people are going to get? Open up the back office so I can see the numbers of videos, the audios, that whatever it is that they're going to get. Again, you're going to eat up another 10 minutes at least of them talking you through the product and how it works, and perhaps demonstrating how it works. Okay, so once you've done that, and then ask about the results of the product. What results has it given it? They will have done some tests out there. They will have some people on their list that they trust. They will have done various tests, and obviously there will be a number of testimonials on the sales page. Well, ask them about that. Can you give me a little bit of a background about Dave? Dave's got a fantastic testimonial there. Could you just give me a little bit more behind it? What was his problem initially, and how did your product resolve it? That type of thing. So it's really, really straightforward. You just need to give it a little bit of thought. But as you can see, 5 or 6 questions, bang, that's it, you've done. And you'll have eaten into easily 20 minutes there. And then once you've got that video, you can edit it. You can put it into YouTube, you can chop it up and anything like that. You could put that video into I think it's Google Movie or something like that I have, WordPress Movie, I don't know what it is. I put it into Movie and I can chop things up, I can do all sort of fancy things with it. So there's lots of free editing tools. So if there's lots of, let me just read this bit now and ask you. doesn't matter, okay, because you can edit all that out. So if there are lots of gaps and lots of things where you get the question wrong and you say, sorry, can I ask you that question again? Okay, that's absolutely fine. Don't worry about it, because you can edit all of those bits out. Really is not a problem, okay? And at the end of the day, there's only you and he or she doing this video, right? If it's a crock of rubbish, okay, doesn't matter, just press delete, okay, and just put it down to experience and move on to the next one. Don't worry about it, okay? You just need to do these things. Imagine when you did your first post, or you did your first advert, or wrote your first email. It probably was not the greatest thing in the world, but you've now, after having done a few of them, they will get better and better and better, and this will be exactly the same. Okay, so in summary, okay, this is the third one. So in summary, we've gone to Muncho, we've identified a great product, we've contacted the owner of the product, we've tried to create a relationship with that owner, and we've done some very effective pre-selling videos, notification videos, heads up videos, whatever terminology you want to use. Please don't use pre-sell, okay? You're giving them some basic information about what the product is, what it does, when it launches, any early bird notifications, what your bonuses are, how to get hold of your bonuses, and get onto my list, all right? You'll then do a review presentation, 24 hours. Now, that review presentation, you could do it the same day that you do the pre-sale video. You just don't release it until 24 hours later, all right? So the review video, again, a review video could be 5-6 minutes long. In fact, we're not talking about War and Peace here. We're talking about a really short, sharp, sweet, struggled then, short, sharp, sweet presentation. Okay. I did my heads up video yesterday, okay. If you want to know when the next heads up video is going to be, get on my list, right? Bang. This is the product, this is what it does. It's launching now. It's launching at this time, okay? But if you're on my list, I'll be able to give you notification a few hours beforehand for the early bird, but you'll only get that link because I've got a special connection with the owner, whatever it is, okay? And I'll save you an extra $10. And then on top of that, I've got all these amazing bonuses. Let me talk you through these 4 or 5 amazing bonuses. Look at this lovely picture, look at this lovely picture, look at this lovely picture. This is what it does, it all works together. Okay, and then on top of all that, this is how you need to get your bonuses. Your bonuses are only available if you send me your transaction number through JVZoo or whichever method that they're using, whether it's ClickBank. Okay, and then at the end of the day, you've got your pros, your cons, what this product is aimed at, the market it's aimed at, who's going to get the most benefit from it, who's not. Okay, really important. Who's not going to get a great deal of benefit out of it, and probably would be best keeping their money in their pocket, or perhaps another product will be more suited to you. So this product is focusing on offline, but actually there's an online version of this product. You might be worth looking at this one. Okay, there's a clever angle. And then again, remind people to get onto your list, and then effectively summarize. Okay, right, I'm going to sit down now and have a quick glass of red wine. Cheers. Now, I haven't got anybody looking at Skype, so I've got no questions that I can go through. However, if you have got questions, and normally there's quite a few that come through over the course of the sort of 24 hours after we do one of these sessions, just send them through the normal channels. They'll work their way to me, and then obviously I can then get back to you. Excuse me. Right, so what will happen now is that I will put all of that, like I say, it will go onto the blog, and obviously I'll put this video on the blog as well. So if you need to refer to it, and obviously if you are starting out on this type of thing, new and fresh, then yes, you probably will need to refer to it. If you need a little bit more meat on these bones, again, get back in touch with me, because like I say, I've just given you the headlines. There may be some things on there that you're either not comfortable with or didn't quite understand, and that's fine. Just like I say, just get in touch with me and I'll let you know. Okay, so we are coming up to, right, okay, I'll just quickly talk about Friday. Friday, I'm going to start to talk, do a series of trainings on autoresponders and how to use autoresponders effectively, how to do emails, how to create emails from scratch. So it's quite, it can be quite an in-depth, heavy topic, but I'm probably going to do it just over Friday, and I might roll it into Wednesday, seeing how we get on. Now on Friday, I'll probably be on here on my own again, because as I've already said, Jeremy will be travelling to Italy, and then on Monday, the chances are, unless he's got a connection in Italy, it'll be me again on Monday, and we'll go through the compensation plan again. So you've got autoresponder on Friday. We've got compensation plan again on Monday. So if you've got anybody who wants to come and watch these videos, wants to understand how the compensation plan works, then obviously you'll know that that Monday is the day going forward that we'll always do the compensation plan. Okay, and at that point, I think I will stop while the going's good. I've not crashed anything. Everything seems to be working okay, and I'll quit while the going's good, and I will speak to you, if not beforehand, I will speak to you on Friday. Take care. Have a lovely couple of days. Bye-bye.